Okay, we are back, y'all. Welcome, welcome. If you are joining me, I am back. This is part D, all refreshed. Okay, just finished the VR stuff. Now we're getting into more of the technical stuff. So come on, follow on in. We're also on Station Head. Shout outs to Kelly M, Justin Gummerman, and Dior, who are playing right now in Station Head. This song that is definitely now one of my top faves. Silly Ninjas. Shout out to them, okay, for releasing this heat. Oh, it's in the Barb community and they're releasing heat. All right, I'm gonna put this as a store buy so I can get this stuff together. But we're about to get into more of this.
Going to answer all of those questions in a little bit, a short while. But first, I want to tell you about a short story. My story coming here to America. I came to America in 2009 as a freshman in undergrad. The reason why I started as a freshman in undergrad was because I got an incentive award, an incentive scholarship from my university, Claflin University in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Now, this was only $1,500, $1,500 for those who are listening.
We literally were just talking about this. Remember? We were just talking about this before the break because of the podcast. It's because it's true, it just keeps coming back up. Yeah.
Compared to the tuition for a college graduate in undergrad, this was a drop in the bucket. But however, this was motivating to me. It was inspiring because what that 1,500 incentive award, which is literally what it was called, did for me was tell me that I was worth something, that somebody out there thought that what I have in my brain was actually worth and paying $1,500 for. That inspired me so much to decide to get up off the couch and decide to get on a plane, my first plane ever, and come to America. And I mean, after I got on that plane, you heard from Ashley's introduction, the rest is history. My life has changed ever since then. And ever since that time, I've been just trying to give back to the communities that have helped me so much along the way. Not just here in San Diego, where now I work as a principal scientist for a biotech company. And I just want to say, while we are on that, I am an associate at Novartis Institute for Biomedical Research, but I do not represent them. I do not speak for them. I do work there, however.
Shout out to that being a throwback, truly a throwback. Like, shout out to that. Because I remember I was doing that. Do you see me? I was actually literally painting that live. This was back in, this is Memorial Day. This was the Memorial Day Marathon, y'all. Now we're at the Labor Day Marathon. This was the Memorial Day Marathon that I was playing just now. Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Shout out to Selena. I see you. Hello, young sir. Now you are a doctor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, time has flown. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But this is like an insert off an insert. Child, this was me painting this mural right here in the background while rewatching some of my old videos. Basically, this is a live stream of a conference that I hosted in 2021. It was like a showcase where Zimbabweans actually showed some of the ideas that they had for entrepreneurship that were all STEAM based. This was in 2021. I that was so enjoyable to me, and I loved being able to give that platform to these students, to these young Zimbabweans, but also, almost reflective of the platform that I got, so I came to this country, like a young kid. And that's what I'm really talking about in this whole narration here, with the small scholarship, like literally $1,500. And somehow that's what, started this whole trajectory for me. And I wanted to do the same thing for students in Zimbabwe. And so, I gave away $1,000 for this conference. And we had done like 3 or 4 prior to that, similar structure. And so since I got my incentive award from Claflin, this was me almost like paying back in full circle that this was the last iteration where we did that. I wanted to show this just to show the painting that I was doing. That's literally me painting. Like you up top there, that is me painting. You can actually see me. So right now I have pink hair, so you can tell this is now versus when I had the black hair. That was me painting live on camera while I was watching, previous videos. Oh, somebody said I look the same but different. Shout out to Selena. I look the same but different. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hopefully I look youthful. Okay. Hey Sean, welcome back. I see you. I've posted the reel for those who are still competing for the Gag City Queens tickets. I've posted the reel on Instagram. Go check it out. Make sure the answer's in the comment. All you got to do is make sure you post the amino acid that corresponds to the song, the Pink Friday 2 song that we have placed in there. Over at Station Head, I'm also playing songs throughout this marathon live for Stimulator Games. Right now, we're playing Are You Going Already by Nicki Minaj from Pink Friday 2. Okay, so we're about to get into some actual stuff right now. So I'm going to put that down here. So I need to tally up the scores for everybody, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do next. Let's just finish this guy as he finishes what he was talking about, and then we'll be right back.
To them, or my community back at my alumni, University of Washington, where I got my PhD in Seattle, or my community back at Claflin University in Orangeburg, South Carolina, where I got my undergraduate, or once again, my community back in Zimbabwe, where I did my high school, my primary years, when indeed my parents and my family still live. I want to give back to all these communities with all my heart because they gave unto me. I did not make it to where I am and on my journey, which is still ongoing, without the help of so many others, and definitely without the inspiration of so many other role models and mentors. So this competition, for me, is my impetus to do the same, to pass on that button stick to the next generation. And mind you, this is not the first time we've done this. This is the 5th iteration of this type of arts and science conference. Yes, we have a new shiny name, much like Mark Zuckerberg. We are rebranding Stimulator. STEAM is definitely in right now. STEAM plus arts is the way we are teaching now in the formal education to increase enthusiasm of our students. And so we wanted our name to reflect something like that. But like I said, it's not the first time we've hosted this. I hosted my first ever Task Top Flight Arts and Science Conference back in 2015.
Wow. Like literally wow. Like that is so true. That was in 2015. That's when I hosted I think it was the awards ceremony, and students one, it was like leadership awards ceremony, and I literally zoomed in from Seattle to Zimbabwe. It was like at 2 a.m. and I gave the keynote address, which I think is still online somewhere. That was like the first beginnings of all of this, like back in 2015. And I did like 5 of those conferences before pausing it. But yeah, this is the first time I think Stimulator I used that as the platform. So Stimulator Showcase, because before it was kind of called Arts and Science Conference, named after my mom's college back in Zimbabwe that I taught at and helped run back in Zimbabwe. Shout out to Top Flight students. Shout out to y'all. We've come a long way, chat. All right, so he's gonna keep going, and so we gotta pause him real quick because we need to get into some of the meat and potatoes. I want to give the points and score tally for everyone so far, and so I thought of this creative, inventive way of putting it almost as an abacus. And so I'm going to start putting people's names up there and then put the tally of the points up there. So make sure to keep me honest, help me guys. We're going to put it up on there and see where everyone is. Okay, so I think we should start over here maybe. Yeah, I hope it doesn't fall down. It probably will because I'm not really like hammering it onto the wall, but it'll probably fall down eventually. let's start with today's points and then we'll work backwards to add other points from the past. Okay, so from the morning reels, the first one, which is the one Nikki said my name, okay. We're gonna put people's names on here. Let's see, let's start in the middle instead of starting from the end, because then it will kind of like weigh it down, right? So let's do Tia here, and then we have Mahalia here, and then we also have King Lavelle, okay, Lavelle, and then we have Bad Like Nikki or Sean. Let's just put Sean here, and then yeah, Honey Guru didn't even come back, I don't think so. Let's pause on that, and then yeah, let's start with that. Alrighty, let's see where we're at. And so we're giving these little marbles here. If we start 5, that'll be a lot. Okay, so let's say 1 represents 5. Oh, that would have been a good idea. Yeah, if I had colored them ahead of time, that would have been a good idea. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's gonna take forever. That's gonna take forever. We'll put them at the end after I've painted them. We'll put them on there. For now, I think it'll be best to just use the whiteboard to put the points and tally up. Should I put them on here? I got things that I want to keep on here. I got things I want to keep on here. I don't want to use this whiteboard. I got things I want to keep on here. I got things I want to keep on there. I don't want to put them on there. So let's see. I'll probably just do an Excel sheet. Excel sheet is like my go-to. I love an Excel sheet. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Love an Excel sheet. Okay. I think that would just be my go-to. Let's do that. And let's share the Excel sheet so that y'all can see what I'm doing. And get used to that, because we're about to get into some nitty gritties and actually do some work. I've just been giving you foreshadowing. Now it's time to literally do it. So, all right, there's a little spreadsheet. Let's just open this one. Let's do this one as the labor of love scores. Of love scores. Okay. So we'll have the names up top, and then their scores down at the bottom. So T, I think, was the first one to enter. And then we had Mahalia or Amazed Scientists. Mahalia, Amazed Scientists. We had Bad Like Nikki or Sean, Bad Like Nikki. And then we had Lavelle, what is his full name? Let's put that down. Can y'all see this? Yes, we can see it. Good. Lavelle, let's put that down. Let's see. I am King Lavelle. There we go. I am King Lavelle. All righty. I think so far those are the 4 that were competing. Let's see. We'll continue and see what other ones were up there. So Tia, the first one. This is the first reel. This is with Nikki. First reel of the day. This is like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock reel. 9 a.m. reel. Well, let's just say first, because it really wasn't at 9 o'clock. It was a little bit late, but it was the first hour anyway. We're about to go to the 7th hour. Oh my God. We've been up for a while. Okay. So Tia scored 5 on this one. Mahalia 4. And then Lavelle scored 3. Bad Like Nikki did not score here. Oh, ended up scoring. Okay. Scoring 2. Okay. Here we go. I see. We put the answer eventually. I was correct. Okay. And scored 2. All right. And then at 10, the reel at 10, what were the scores? Let's see. This was my LB's reel. Let's see the graduation sorry, the baby shower reel. So Tia did 4, and then Mahalia got 3, and King Lavelle got 5 points. Okay. And next one was the reel with my art and science stuff. This one, let's see who got. She got 5 again on this one. Lavelle got 4. Okay. Amazing Scientist got 3. And yeah, nobody else commented. So that's that. Okay. And then the next one, which was at noon, this one was 3 to Tia. Red Ruby the sleeves, right? This one's Red Ruby the sleeves. And then Lavelle won 4 points, and Amazing Scientist had 5. And no other comments there. Okay. Not yet anyway. I guess we'll tally them later and see if there are any new ones. PM. Tia did 4. Mahalia 5. Lavelle 3. Okay. And then at 2 p.m. we had, let's see, Tia 4, Amazing Scientist 3, and Lavelle 5. Okay. Next one was 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Amaze 3, Lavelle 4, and Tia 5. Okay, this was the forward from Trinity 1. And then we have the supernatural one. Okay, what did we get here? This was at 4 p.m. This was Tia 3, Mahalia 5, and Bad Like Nikki 4. Okay. No. That's Matt. That's Lavelle. Lavelle had 4. Yeah, Bad Like Nikki wasn't commenting anymore, huh? Okay. Amazing Scientist for the 5 o'clock one. This was the last one before we just started. This one. Oh, I haven't scored this one. Oh, this one is the tricky one. Oh, yeah. This is a tricky one. So, okay, let's tally first. So we're gonna go. So let's tally first, and then I'll explain the tricky one. Let's go to midnight. Is where we're going, child. Ooh, we'll see. And then we're deleting. Was there? Oh yeah, there was one for every hour actually, because I even though we were on hiatus, I posted. So, and let's see. The trick here was, let's see, Instagram. Let's go to our cheat sheet. The trick here was R&B is actually 2 songs, right? So let's see. Share that portion. R&B. Let's share this tab instead. Can you see that? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. R&B is actually 2. Yeah. We're not doing audio anyway, so it's okay. We're doing 2 amino acids. So R&B is N or D. Okay. And so the color was N or D, neon or mid yellow. Okay. And so you had to put all of those right down. And so let's see. N or D. Okay. D being aspartic acid, and N being asparagine. Okay. And so you had to put both of those. You had to put down both of those. So let's go ahead and see who got that. That was That was, let's see. So according to, so our main scientist posted first. She said neon orange or mid yellow, R&B aspartic acid. And then she said or arginine in a separate comment. So I think, yeah, I think that's 5 points. That's the first person, I think, yeah. So 5 points. And then Lavelle said neon orange or mid yellow, asparagine, my favorite song on the album. Did not list the other color, the other amino acid though. Should we give points? What are we doing? Should we give points? I don't know. Kind of need to put the other one. It's 2, right? Because B is a placeholder. We talked about this in the previous episode. B is a placeholder. And so you have to put both because B could be either or. Or are we saying since it's either or, all you have to do is put one down? But that's when you're literally deciding. But right now, should we do either or? Yeah, I guess we could do either or. Yeah, let's do either or. Yeah, let's do either or. So that means, okay, let's rearrange it. So that means Lavelle was next, and he has 4 points. And then Tia with 3. Okay. Lavelle with 4 points, and then Tia with 3. Okay. So Lavelle with 4 points, and then Tia with 3. There we go. And then let's do the tally at the bottom. Make sure that we are tallying everything. So I think all I have to do is like do like a sum, right? Where's the sum? And sum. Data, is it here? They moved it? Did they move it? It's supposed to be somewhere here. Sum, there we go. Sum. There we go. And then enter. And then we will drag this across. So far, and then Bad Like Nikki got a Nikki interaction. So Nikki interaction. He got one on IG early today, and so he got 5 points quite early on. So that brings him to 7. Oh, is everybody else tied? 36, 36, 36. Is that a tie? What? That is hilarious. That is so funny. Oh my God. It's a tie. Oh, wow. That is so funny. Okay. So far things are tied. That's the way it is. Okay. The 6 o'clock one, I haven't graded that one yet. Let's see. I miss Ab. Oh, me too. I really do. And then last time I saw you, Arginine. Okay. Is last time I saw you Arginine? Is it? Yeah, it is Arginine. Okay. So the first person to post was Mahalia. So she gets 5 points. And then Lavelle has 4 points. And then Tia has 3. Okay, so now it's no longer a tie, but it's still close. It's those values are pretty close. Oh my God. So far, Mahalia would win the tickets if we ended right now. Mahalia would have the tickets. We're going to end here so that they can announce it at midnight, okay? So we're going to end here. Why am I torturing myself? Why am I torturing myself? So end here. This will be the last one on here. Wow. And at that point, it would be how many? We did how many so far? So far, we have done how many? At that point, it would be 15 at that point. So far, we have done 10. Okay, so we're about to do the 11th one now. And then, damn, I wanted to do all 26, but we're not gonna be able to do that, Chad. We're not gonna be able to do that. We're going to have to enjoy what we have right here. Wow. Wow, I didn't think it would be this tight. Like that is crazy. I didn't. I did not think it would be this tight. All right, cool. We're gonna go ahead and continue. You inspire me, Doctor. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for saying that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna post the next one. Let's let this guy finish off what he was saying, and then I will be right back. Because I also so these are just the scores for today. I need to then add everybody's scores from before. Well, I'll add these scores to their scores from before, and that's for the actual, top 10 competition. These are just for GAC City Queens, and that will be that. Okay, let's see.
because they are always supportive. But at the time, I was a grad student. So I actually took out a little bit of my little stipend to try and fly all the way back home to Zimbabwe, organize this conference with my family, who were huge supports during that time, and actually host something that looked like maybe it could be successful. And that was an amazing start to our journey. Ever since then, I have not looked back. 2017, we held another conference. It was much larger, about 300 people in attendance, several universities and schools in attendance. They presented posters, and we discovered that the minds of Zimbabwe are there and brilliant. The young minds are brilliant there, and they just need a little enthusiasm and motivation as well as direction. And so it gave me my impetus to continue. And we kept on going. And indeed, last year, Task 2020 was a huge success. It was the first virtual one that we held. I was here, like most of you, at home during the middle of a coronavirus pandemic, and I was racking my brain. How do we motivate young minds to think about how we can attack this problem from a rural community standpoint? Because yes, doctors on the front line together with nurses, they have been our heroes throughout this. Kudos to them for sure. And in the meantime, scientists like me, who are not necessarily MDs, not necessarily on the front lines of the sort, or doing their own research. We were doing research in laboratory settings to try and see if we can attack this problem in multiple angles. And yet still, there were other scientists who are educators who may not have PhDs, but maybe have masters, maybe have bachelors, and are educators and in schools. They also went on the front lines. They started raising awareness about this problem that we were having, particularly in underrepresented and minority communities. People were not believing that this was a problem. They were not believing the science, which is representative of exactly the problem we're talking here. People have not been enthusiastic about science in a very long time. In fact, people yawn and wave their hands at STEM education because it's not exciting. The way we teach it is just mind-numbing information coming out after you. And so this idea of combining STEM plus arts is not a new one, but it's one that has really garnered a lot of traction. A lot of educators that you will hear from today in particular have been employing wonderful tools of trying to motivate students to learn STEM subjects and therefore also pursue STEM careers in multiple different ways. And when we talk about STEM, I'm hoping everyone understands we're talking about science, technology, engineering, and then A is for arts and mathematics. So STEAM in total is the body that we're talking about. And indeed, all of the speakers that you will hear about today that we have announced at our website, stimulator.com/agenda, all of those speakers are indeed in one of those categories. And today in particular, they're speaking towards our theme. Our theme is innovation. Innovation in 3 flavors. Innovation in health, because we're still in a Panasonic, okay? 2, innovation in wealth, because generational wealth is something that our communities need to hear more about. And 3, innovation in education, which again brings us to the. Do y'all remember when we couldn't say pandemic? You'd get shadow banned if you say pandemic. And so we started coming up with interesting ways to say it, like Panasonic, Panna Cotta. I think pandemic was the one that was like risque. It was close to that. But as he is talking,
old MOOC or past MOOC, I wanted to fact check something. Um, I said 2015 in that video is when we started, but I for some reason I don't know why I'm thinking it's 2016. So because I remember doing a hybrid session, that was my first time doing that. Let's see, some of these videos are on private, so I'm gonna have to unprivate them. I think you know the show. Let's see. Um, let's see. So 2014, I was on. Yep, I was on. I was on YouTube. Yep. And then 2015. Yeah, so 2016. Or did I update it in 2016, but actually happened in 2015? Let's see. What is this? Let's see about this. There might be something else we could. Yeah, this one was the first one, if I remember correctly.
So our MD is going to, who is our guest of honor today, is going to be giving his speech via the Skype. And I think we can now begin.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my utmost honor and pleasure to stand in front of you today and deliver this, our 23rd anniversary keynote address. As the recently appointed Managing Director of Top Flight College, I have been tasked with providing a new vision for our institution as we collectively usher in this new world that is equal parts troubling and light years ahead in technology and advancement. We've handpicked 5 top students who exemplify leadership, scholarship, and love for all mankind. We call these students the Top Flight Students Council. At this time, I ask them to rise in their places at their seats.
Because I inadvertently, I said the motto of our fraternity. I don't know why. It was part of the speech, I guess. It's ingrained in me. So.
We want to honor these students today for their demonstration and commitment to service at our college. Thank you, students. We will be honoring you soon with tokens of appreciation and ensuring that we track your careers as we move forward. As they take their seats, please give them a round of applause. As we move forward, expand our institution into more academic courses and expand and introduce many, many more events and activities such like this, we are confident that this village that we have built will keep us along on our way. I know that we will reach the level of success we are talking about because we are grounded in the values we hold dear. You heard from our staff earlier on the values we herald and celebrate. We are a family-run small business, starting with the foundation of our founder and executive director. My mom, please stand and take a bow. You've heard her story and know that as a dynamite lady, she could achieve anything through God who strengthened her, but together and joined both by marriage and business with my father, the two of them became unstoppable. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our technical director, my dad.
I remember reviewing this and being surprised that this is such a long time ago. This is in 2015. Is this 15 or 16? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it says so right there, 2016 July. 2016 July. That's when. So I was Skyping from Seattle to Zimbabwe, Greater Zimbabwe, and this is where this was happening. Oh my God, this was this is such a long time ago. All right, I have shown this before, so I'm not going to show it again. I'm going to go ahead. Let's continue with what we're actually here to do today. which is get into Steam. Okay, so I just wanted to post this and make sure that it's up. As we keep on going towards Gag City. Gag City is coming up very soon, you guys. Oh my gosh. And so what I'm posting right now is definitely the Rolling Loud one. And I already put the music on. That's helps our chat. Okay. All right. So that's posted. Now let's get into today. We did a little bit of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Today we did quite a lot of science. We talked about amino acids. We talked about proteins. In fact, there were a lot of different proteins I showed from my previous hip hop biochemistry videos, from hemoglobin to myoglobin. To hemocyanin. We talked about tyrosinase that makes melanin. So today has been jam-packed, right? And then this whole game that we've been playing, which is inspired by Red Light, Green Light from Squid Games, is also one that helps you understand and remember the different building blocks of proteins that are amino acids, right? I've been able to name each amino acid to a corresponding Pink Friday 2 song, as well as a color. And in the comments of the reels that we've been posting on the hour, every hour, people have been putting the names of those colors as well as the amino acids that correspond to the PF2s. This is a way just to remember, it's like almost like a mnemonic device, right? Just to remember these 20 naturally occurring amino acids, 2 rarely occurring, as well as 4 placeholders that we use with the alphabet language. So 26 in total, which matches Pink Friday 2, the Gag City Deluxe Pluto Edition album of Pink Friday 2. But what is this all for? What are we all moving all of this towards? Yes, Mook has a master plan, right? I am trying to revolutionize how we teach biochemistry subjects, right? That's the whole premise of all of this is, the way we typically teach it is, mind-numbingly, boring. And you require quite a bit of prerequisites to be able to enter those classes. What if there was a way to learn it that didn't require those prerequisites and you could learn in a fun and unique kind of way? And so that's what the premise of this is. And so we've laid the foundation with the basic science of proteins in general, right? These amino acids that you guys are learning about, these names, the structure is available. You might not really know what they're about, but they are. You are looking at them right there. Now, the question is, how do amino acids interplay in actual proteins, right? So we said they're like building blocks. What does that mean? Now, the term polymer comes to mind. If you have never heard of the term polymer, I will give an example of a polymer. Plastics are an example of a polymer, okay? And if you want to think of it in a really sort of like abstract way, you want to think of it almost as like a train. Trains have individual carts, right? And then they're connected together to make this massive, long cart. Polymers are usually materials. Polymers are large materials or large molecule materials that are made up of small individual, indivisible monomers, okay? And so plastics, different types of plastics are made up of different types of little tiny monomers, okay? So like PVC is made up of its specific type of polymer subunit, styrofoam is made up of its own specific subunit, and so forth and so forth. And the world really is made up of polymers. Proteins are an example of polymers. They are made up of tiny subunits called amino acids. And those are the ones that we've been learning about throughout the whole day today. And indeed, that's the one that I showed a video of me dancing to Beyonce and representing those amino acids, right? Now, another way to represent these proteins, right, is if we were to take a string, right, and then put amino acids like little tiny balls on a string, this would represent what the polymer of a protein would look like. And the polymer of a protein is called a polypeptide. Why is it called a polypeptide? Because when you take one amino acid and you join it to the next amino acid, right? With how they're actually connected. They're connected by a covalent bond. So let's say these two, this is one amino acid, this is a second amino acid. How they're connected together is through a bond called a peptide bond. This is an irreversible bond. This is the bond. Well, it's not irreversible, but it it is a very strong bond. And these are two connected ones, right? And then the third one comes in and connects, right? When these two connect, we call this an amino acid. We call this an amino acid. When they two connect, it's basically a dipeptide, right? And so it's connected at a peptide bond. That's why when you then connect to the third one, tripeptide, quadpeptide, and now by the time you get to 5, we're talking polypeptides. And so amino acids are polypeptides. And so this is almost like an example of that. Why is this important? Is because, and we talked about this a little bit in the videos that I showed earlier on in hip hop biochemistry, is that a protein's function, like how a protein works, like for instance, saliva in your mouth breaking down sugars to give you energy, or antibodies fighting against diseases, that's its function, right? Your hair as a protein, structurally giving you a function on your head or anywhere else. Those are all functions of those specific proteins. Each protein has its own function. That function is determined by the shape, right? And so we talked about this in units 1 through 5 today, the videos that I was showing. Each protein that we showed, hemoglobin, myoglobin, they all had different shapes that were complementary to the function of that protein. For instance, we talked about hemoglobin having a really large 4 quaternary structure versus myoglobin, which was just a tiny subunit of that 4 quaternary structure. Hemoglobin transports oxygen efficiently throughout the body, whereas myoglobin stores oxygen in the muscle cells. And so for the function of myoglobin, that small subunit is basically enough or sufficient for its function. However, hemoglobin requires those 4 different subunits put together with that iron complex to make this. I think in the video that we looked at, which is the one with Nicki Minaj's up on my face, we said it's a Kawasaki, versus to a T-Rex Jaguar engine, right? Those are the kind of differences, right, in shape. And so we now know shape influences function from the very get-go. But what influences the shape? How does the shape come about? The shape comes about based on 4 different levels. This entire season of Steam Olympics and Stimulator season, this season 3 right here, we've just been talking about level 1 of the structure, and that's where we want to focus on, and that's what this is. This primary sequence. Okay, we talked about it in episode, I think 6 or 7, a little bit. Primary sequence, right? How amino acids are organized one after the other in a specific sequence is our primary sequence. So all these amino acids basically have no color, right? And so you can't really tell which is which. So these look all the same. Now, if I take, say, this chain, right, of amino acids, right, which each one is a different color, now you are seeing differences, right, of the different amino acids that we've been talking about. So now you have colors that are corresponding to the Pink Friday 2 songs that we've been putting in the reels, right? And so each one of these is a different amino acids if you think about it. And so together they make one type of protein. This is actually a protein that I've talked about before, not only on Simulator, YouTube, but also during our reality competition. We've actually talked about this protein quite several times, and we're going to get to that to the end. But yeah, if you look at each of these amino acids, right, connected to each one, that gives you a peptide bond in between, and then they associate within themselves in a 3-dimensional form. So the sequence in which they are actually placed one after the other, it's very much similar to a track listing on an album, right? So PF2, right, has a track listing 1 through 26 of those songs. It's a specific order and a sequence. And in fact, a DJ relies on this idea of sequence of a playlist, right? One song comes after the other. It enhances this idea of music, and how people are jamming in a session. Similarly, sequence plays an important role within the structure of proteins. How one amino acid comes after the next, and then the next, and the next, that determines what is called the primary sequence or the primary structure of a protein. That is the very baseline. That is the polypeptide sequence that we have. So this is an example right here. And I'm showing here this molecule right here. Let's see if y'all can get what we're talking about here. Let's see if we can come onto the amino acids profile here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh-wee. Let's see if we can, here we go. Come here. So if we start from gold, right? Gold, the color gold corresponds, so this bead right here, gold, this bead, so that's our first amino acid within this sequence, this protein sequence, right? And gold corresponds to a specific color. Let's see, what would be the best way to do this? Let's just do it. I hate to just have a bunch of Excel sheets, but but this it ends up being fine. Okay, let's see. All right. Share this tab instead. Okay, so let's put down gold. Okay, so gold is what amino acid when we were looking at our cheat sheet. Okay, our cheat sheet. Let's share this tab right here. Our cheat sheet over here, which is on my Instagram profile right here in the highlights. You'll see it's right at the top right here up top. So we have the colors corresponding to the songs. And so if we look through and we try to find gold, so gold is right here, which is Falling for You, the song of Pink Friday. And the amino acid is cysteine, okay? So then we put cysteine down, which is represented by the letter C, right? So cysteine is the first one, right? And then if we go to the next one, right? The next one over here is teal. And we look at teal through the amino acids. Go ahead if you're also looking on your side, go ahead and check that out on my Instagram. You'll see if you can find teal. Teal is there, and teal is actually tyrosine, right? Teal slash, I think emerald green is the other name for it. Yeah. So teal slash emerald green is tyrosine represented with the Y, okay? And then we keep going. If we keep going around, next one, you have purple or mauve. This is represented by the song Pink Friday Girls, okay? And it is the amino acid isoleucine, okay? Isoleucine, okay? The next one, here we go. We have crimson red or plain crimson, which is Blessings on the album. And it is the amino acid Q, okay? And then if we keep going, we have yellow, mid yellow, not neon yellow, mid yellow, right? This is this one right here. And mid yellow is the amino acid. Oh, can y'all see? Okay, I need to restructure that. Okay. And mid yellow is the amino acid N, right? Asparagine, which is on there. And the song that corresponds to that is Beep Beep Remix featuring 50 Cent, right? And then we have gold again. Gold came back. And if you remember, gold was our first amino acid right there, which was corresponding to Falling for You, aka cysteine, right? And that's gold right there. And then the next one is tan. Tan is the color right here. So tan corresponding to P for proline, okay? We talked about proline, how it is one of the most unique amino acids there in that it circles upon itself, which no other amino acid does. And then we have green, mid-green, right? Mid-green corresponding to Super Freaky Girl, aka leucine, okay? Leucine. And then last but not least, we have our final amino acid out of these 9 amino acids. And this color is vermilion red. What color is vermilion red, or what amino acid is vermilion red? By now, you should know this. We already went through this today. This is Forward from Trini, is the song from Pink Friday 2. And the amino acid is glycine. Glycine is that amino acid. So now we have this sequence, right? So this is the sequence of this protein represented in colored form and in this peptide form right here. If you're already a biochemist, you're already knowing exactly what protein this is. But what if you're not? What if you're not? Then what do we do? What do we do from here? Okay, so let's put them this way and sort of like structure it in a nice way so you guys can see it on the screen. Yep, now you can see it on the screen. Good. All right, and so we have it right here. This is our protein right here. Another way to represent this, and I'm just going to share this tab, my cheat sheet tab. So here we go. So we're representing it here, right here. We have gold, teal, mauve. We have crimson. Okay, let me reduce my size right there. All right, there we go. We're showing it right there. And so we have all of these colors, these 9 colors right here. I don't know why yellow isn't represented here. We should just put yellow there. Yeah, so mid yellow right there, right? So we have these 9 amino acids represented by these 9 colors that we have been learning about today throughout the day. Okay. And the protein sequence is this one, right? Which is the final sequence, CYIQNCPLG. And that sequence determines this exact protein that we're looking at here, okay? Just like letters in an alphabet, if you rearrange that sequence, now the protein is a completely different protein. The function is completely different, right? And so if you take the word labor, right? If you put L at the end and you have A at the beginning, it's no longer labor, okay? It's now a bolal, it's something else, right? Similarly, the sequence has to be exact. One amino acid next to the next for it to correspond to that specific protein. But how do we know? How do we know that this is that specific protein? Now we're getting into more of the nitty-gritties, okay? It's something called a database called BLAST, okay? BLAST is this basic local alignment search tool. We talked about this in season 1. This is the first time we're talking about it in season 3 right here. This is what scientists like myself use routinely to look up sequences of these proteins, okay? I have a link that's available on my page on stimulator.com/games. You'll find it there. It will take you to this page right here where you can actually look up specific proteins. So let's share this tab right here. And now we are here. We're now looking up specific proteins. So I've given you a sequence, right? Now we're going to look up that sequence to see what is that protein. It's our sequence CYIQNCPLG, right? That's the sequence right here. Now we're going to look up what is that sequence, right? And so we paste it in here. This is the sequence box that we are able to put it in our query, right? And then we're just going to look at all basically non-redundant protein sequences throughout. And we're specifically looking at proteins, okay? Let's remember a lesson number, which one was it? 6, I think, the one on PCR. Not DNA, but protein, right? Because protein comes from RNA and RNA from DNA, right? DNA is transcribed into RNA, RNA is translated into protein. And so we have to make sure that this says P, BLAST P for protein. And we're looking in there. If you look at on here, nucleotides, that's DNA or RNA. And so you want to focus on P, protein. So BLAST that. And it's going to take a little while. It's basically searching your sequence versus all the other sequences that are available. And ultimately, what it will come up with is essentially your specific request, which is we already know, and I kind of already know because that's where this is coming from. This is oxytocin, okay? Oxytocin, which is the hormone we talked about not only in season 1 with Callie M, rapper Callie M when he came by in Engineering Barbz, but we also talked about it this season when Callie M came back again. This is the love hormone oxytocin. This is the hormone that is increased in levels in your system when you are doing something you enjoy. Like if you're petting your animals, you have a rush of oxytocin. When mothers give birth, they have a rush of oxytocin that allows them to bond to their infant. And indeed, when couples make love, they are releasing oxytocin that allows for bonds to form between two species. So oxytocin is a very, very important hormone that is in our bodies, and this is the sequence of oxytocin. And so this final color is oxytocin. Now, why is this specifically relevant? We could do this for every single protein. That's where it becomes so fun, right? Because this is the baseline. This is the baseline of proteins. This is the primary sequence. It's known as the primary structure. This is how proteins fall to have their final shape. Without this primary sequence, a protein cannot fall into its final shape. We know function is determined by structure. Structure is determined by sequence, the specific sequence and order that things are in. Now, as human beings, we do not memorize sequences. That we don't do that anymore. That we don't need to do that. Computers do that for us. In fact, that BLAST directory points to a much larger directory that has a lot of these different things in there. And in fact, you're actually looking, BLAST is finished now. If we share this tab right here, let's see, can you see that? Yep, you can see that. You actually see different sequences have come up. The ones that have 100% query, you can already see the second one says literally oxytocin. First one also oxytocin, right? This is oxytocin in humans. Remember, the database is searching across different species. Proteins exist across all living organisms, okay? And also viruses, which are on the borderline between living and none, right? And so you want to make sure that you're looking at the specific sequence from where it's coming from. Oxytocin from humans, that's the sequence that we just alliterated, right? And so that's this guy. And if you are ever wanting to do the reverse and looking for the sequence, you'd always go here where it says faster right here to see where is it matching. And you see right there, that's the sequence we put in to our code, and that's where it's matching. So this has like a modification at the end, an X. And if you look at our syllabus or our study guide, X represents basically a shuffle, right? So it's like any amino acid that you can put there. It looks like this specific sequence might have like some sort of modification at the very end that gives you 10 instead of 9 ultimately. But yeah, you guys, that is a big part of what we will be talking about. So what I've constructed is basically a way to teach about primary sequence, just primary sequence. That's what this season is about. Using colors and using amino acids as proteins, okay? And talking about sequence in the same way you would talk about playlist sequences, okay? It's a way to sort of understand that concept. And so I'm going to be talking about that a few more times in different contexts, and we are actually going to see if we can paint oxytocin today, okay? In the same way that I pointed this protein right here. So this protein, we've actually talked about it several times today, and that's what this is a single protein. It took me that whole Memorial Day to paint this one protein. I wanted to have that artistic, sort of like touch to my paintings, and so I wanted to paint it in whole. Now, there are many other ways you could do this, right? And in fact, we will look in probably in the 9th hour, we're going to look at a different way to do this using the technology that is available to us. But for now, we are going to focus on the painting. And this is something I think you could do different ways at home, right? It's a relaxing way. Arts and craft is relaxing. And it's a way to also reach, different groups of people from different places. Who doesn't understand color, right? It's something that is fun to play around with. And then when you link it with sequence, it's a way to teach about this biochemistry in a fun setting and in a fun context. Yeah. Okay, all righty. So over at Station Hit, we're still playing music one after the other. Next, I am going to play the rest of this clip a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and we will paint our oxytocin molecule together, which I am quite excited about because I already had that showing this whole time throughout the different games, but we never really talked about it. This is the first time we're actually talking about it in this way and in this context. So I'm pretty excited about this conversation. You'll see I was actually painting this guy during Memorial Day. Let me show a little bit of that right here. Let's see. And then I'll be right back and we can begin painting oxytocin together. Okay, let's go. It's insane. It's insane. That was in May. So that's Memorial Day. That was the Memorial Day live stream. Just like I'm doing like a whole day live stream for Labor Day. I did that for Memorial Day. And I literally was talking about how the season is gonna go. And wow, while painting this. And that's how it went, y'all. Like season 3 started in June and whew, we're almost at the end. We're almost at the end of season 3. And we're already introducing season 4 coming up very soon. Wow. Wow. That was literally, that was, y'all have already seen Aaliyah. She's come on here. She was one of our co-hosts. You saw Kelly M, our another co-host, came through. We had Roy came as a co-host. We had our sponsor, HBCU Stemmer, came as a co-host. Season 3 has been dynamic. I've really enjoyed the season, and I think it started all the way back there in May, and I was showing these colors, and people are like, "What the hell is this?" And now, hopefully, it's making a little bit of sense here and there. We're gonna keep on going with it, though. Let's see. He has one last thing I think I was talking about. Let's see if I could show that. Yeah. Okay. And so here I was just showing that entire conference that I had Zimbabwean students come up and propose the ideas. Tafanzo, who you actually see right there, he's doing quite well for himself. I think the last thing I saw, he was posting somewhere in Nigeria or something. Shout out to him, and Agritech, that company is going to do well. But okay, we are going to paint oxytocin together. I have my little easel here ready to go. And I am going to see if I can paint it at the same speed as the song is playing in Station Ed. Let's see. Let's see how we can make that happen. But yeah, this is the box from TikTok that you can get with the 36 acrylic colors. And the 36 acrylic colors are very similar to what you see in the swatch. So this was my very first piece, essentially, for this. And so this is the entire 36 colors collection. Only 26 out of these 36 did I actually use because, again, 26 letters that are in the alphabet, but more importantly, 26 letters that actually correspond to amino acids, like in a real way. And so that's where I used. And it's 26 tracks on Pink Friday 2 Gag City album, which clearly I did not organize. Yeah, I did not organize. I'm just working with what I got. Okay? I was working with what I got. And just to be clear, it's really 20 letters that are corresponding to the naturally occurring amino acids. Then there are 2 extra letters that correspond to rarely occurring amino acids. And then there are 4 extra letters that are used as placeholders for amino acids, right? And so this includes X, which means any amino acid, Z, J, and B, which mean 2 different amino acids and can be used as a placeholder for either of those. We've been seeing that today as we've been playing this competition. In fact, the last song that we just did, R&B, that is on the reel on Instagram.com/stimulator that people were commenting on. That's the one we were actually just showing just now and awarding points on. Kind of gives you a little bit of a confusion, right? Because it's like, okay, which letter should I put? But I think all the people who are competing there got all of the correct answers right there. Okay, so let's see. So I have my sequence lined up there. I know which each amino acid corresponds to. I have my easel with my paints on here. This was a neat idea that I had about putting the points up here and tallying them. I think I have to do this off camera and then I'll bring it on camera. So I'm just going to bring it down. And so on a different day, I think I'll do that off camera and then I'll bring it back and show it. Okay. So this is my little easel right here with my paints. Now in the, I actually showcased some of this art at an international conference. We talked about that a little bit earlier. And it's one of the reels that I posted actually. That were part of today's game. But I showcased some of this art at a plant biology conference. And there I picked specific pieces that illustrated a point that I wanted to make, which that piece I called representation matters, right? So basically I had oxytocin, this guy, right? And I showed it in 3 different ways to paint. And so there are 3 different sort of like methods that I've been using to paint. There's this one, right, which is the one that you see above here, which is these lines, which kind of takes a little bit of time and it's kind of meticulous, where you basically use tape, and that's what I'm showing in that video. I'm using tape to cover each individual line, and then going over that line with the correct color. That's what this is that I was showing up here. And that takes quite some time. It takes quite some time, okay? Because also, you know, like we talked earlier on, I suffer from that whole perfectionism thing. I wanted the lines to be crisp, and so I had to work on trying to figure out how to do that. I remember I was bothering my friends, my besties. Shout out to the mumsies if they're watching. Shout out to them. But I was bothering them. I was like, how do I get? Because one of them is a big artist, and so I was like, how do I get this line to be crisp? And I don't know if we through conversation or just through brainstorming, we ended up with tape. Like, so I tape either side of the color and then paint and then rip the tape off. And so it's you know, it's a production, so it takes a while. The other way to represent it, which you can kind of see, let's see, where can you see that? Let's see, where can you see that? You can kind of see it in this. Can I show this? No, that's too far away. I must have a picture somewhere where I showed this. This is iCar. Did I never show my art? Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So these are the 3 different forms. So let's share this tab instead. So there we go. Yeah. So these are the 3 different representations that I used to show this you know, same molecule, oxytocin. And so I have on this side, I have, so I don't even, can I point? How do I point? Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't know how we all see. How do I point? How do I point? Can't really see. I would have to describe it, I guess. Okay. So in the lines, so the 3, the very top right, which is, so the one closest to me, this one right here, this is actually the first tab of this protein that's up here. So it's this tab right here on the corner right here, which is the beginning of a specific protein, right? And the beginning of most proteins is methionine, which is neon pink, and you actually see it right there. And you can see it in the painting as neon pink. Where my signature is, that's where the ending of that protein is, towards the end. And I think that is vermilion red right there, which corresponds to, I think, amino acid. I forgot. It's one of the amino acids out of there. But okay. And then the one that looks the same to that at the bottom with only 9 lines, that's, of course, oxytocin in one form, right? And then the one I'm pointing to with my finger right above is a different form, and that's the one that we're going to do today. And that one I actually use these bottles right here. That's the one that I use. It almost is a nice representation of these marbles or balls, almost like as a polypeptide, but now on canvas. It's almost like going from this to canvas, okay? And then the third one, which is above that, it's at the very top. That one is the abstract version of that protein, which, to be honest, probably represents proteins in their realistic state, right? Because we know that even though, yes, you know, it's the sequence right here, but each of these amino acids associating with other amino acid in 3-dimensional space. And so you're actually getting contact with a lot of the amino acids that in contact with each other in 3-dimensional space in the actual protein. Like the protein isn't static, right? It's not a static picture. It's not like this painting representation. It is constantly moving, and each atom is constantly vibrating against another atom, and each molecule is constantly making bonds and unbonding temporary bonds, these weak bonds with each other within the same molecule. So that up top is more of the abstract version, which we might end up doing at the end today if we have time, because I usually do that together with this one. because I don't want to waste paint. It's a way to not waste paint. That's how initially I started it. But yeah, so I'm going to get my 8 paints because it's actually 9 sequences, but 1 is repeated. So it ended up being 8 paints, 2, 4, 5, 6. And so 1 is missing. Let's see if we can find that one. What's the other one? So we have crimson, purple. I'm trying to use my paints that I have already been using. But yeah, sometimes I'll be losing stuff. Okay, purple, mauve. Okay, and then teal or vermilion. I think that's the one, right? Viridian green. Is it viridian green? No, emerald green. Emerald green or teal. That's the other one, right? Yeah, there we go. So that's 8 in total. Those are our 8 paints right here. Now I'm going to start putting those in a temporary. Like a painter's kit, kind of like. This is what they use. Let's see. And this, to me, I find it to be so cathartic and soothing. I actually started painting a while ago, and one time it was really just because I was trying to find a way to relax over the holidays, just like a way to just calm down and just zen out. And I found this to be such a great way to do it. I enjoy doing this. I'm not gonna lie. It's just soothing. It's just like a chill. It's the most chill thing I probably do ever. Okay. Now, one thing that I have also discovered while doing this is it's obviously a mess, right? And so, like Mother said, you gotta use protection. Okay, where is that? I need to play. I'm gonna play that on a loop. Do you understand, Nikki? Nikki gave me this, and I'm gonna play it on a loop. Let's go ahead and play this right now. I love that so much. I love it so much. I could have that literally on a loop because that is Nikki. Nikki saying my company name, like this name that I made up. Like, and she's saying it. Oh, I love that. I love that. She said, "Thank you, stimulator." She said, "Use protection." I took it to mean yes. As a scientist, you always have to have protection. Okay, and so this is one of my old lab coats that I took and now I use as my painting sort of like napkin. And it's actually turning into its own art piece. Like, y'all, you might see me at Gag City wearing one of these, okay? It's actually turning into a little bit of like an art piece, like because of all the colors that are getting on there. It's turning into a little bit of like an art piece, like a little fashion statement. Imagine if I like bedazzled this like with the specific areas, you know what I mean? Like this could be real cute. This could be real cute. I don't know. We'll see. But this is acrylic paint, and so it washes off with water, which is very easy to do. So I always have like a little spray bottle close by. If I'm using my brushes, then I typically have it in the water in a cup, and then I can rinse my brushes. And that's what I use for up here. I usually use brushes. But for this method that we're doing with the circles, we're not going to use brushes. I'm actually just using these bottle caps. I found this the most easiest way to do so. Yeah, and it works for me, so that's what I do. Okay, so I need to be able to see both the screen and this. And so I think I'm going to start with, yes, it starts with gold and then it keeps on going. In the meantime, if y'all are not tuned in to Station Head, y'all definitely should. If you don't have a Station Head, let me show you what you're missing on Station Head. Okay. Let's see. Need to make sure that there's no sound. Okay. because then I get penalized. Okay, so we're gonna put that on in the background. So right now it's playing Blessings. All right, let's see if I can paint at the same pace as the song comes on. Okay, so I'm gonna put the Oxytocin playlist on, and then share this tab instead. Let's see. I'm gonna put the Oxytocin playlist on. I'm gonna put one earphone in so I can listen to there, and I'm gonna try to move as fast as the song goes. I don't know if I can do it because that's gonna be, it's basically gonna be like quite fast actually. Shout out to those who are in Stationed. I see you. Bad like Nikki said he's catching a vibe. Shout out to you. A main scientist said, "What's up, family? Hola, que paso?" Okay, that's what's going on in Station. I've been playing Station basically throughout the whole day. I've been playing songs throughout. Not a specific playlist for this, but now it's gonna be the specific playlist that I'm putting here. And so I'm going to go ahead and make my playlist. Let's clear this. I already have the playlist in my Spotify, so you can actually find it on there. I actually kind of like named it Love Hormone just because I thought it was going to be also a quiz question, which you probably will in the future for the last few episodes of Steam Olympics. We only have 5 episodes left, you guys, of Stimulator Games Season 3. 5 episodes before the finale, and we award one person the grand prize of the $1,000. Today, we're going to award somebody the Queen's Gag City Queens, okay? And we already saw this stiff competition going on. So I'm excited to tally that up and award one final person that prize. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think so. Falling for You comes on twice, so we got to put that on here. Falling for You, which is gold, which is Sistine, comes on twice, and I cannot wait to start talking more about in detail Sistine and everything. We're going to talk about that on episode 18. So, falling for you, falling for you. Okay. So we'll add that to the pipeline. And where does that come on? Where does that come on in the sequence? It's right before Needle. So let's move that up. Yep, after BB Remix. And after, yep. Ooh, yeah. So I'm actually going to play, while I get ready, I'm actually going to play the song that I am obsessed with right now. This is Callie M, Justin Gummerman, and Dior, who, by the way, just to circle back from yesterday, I think it was Friday. When did I do the last Stimulator game? I think it was Friday, and I noticed that actually Dior had me blocked on Twitter. I don't know why. I'm not really sure, but we discussed in the DMs on Instagram, and he unblocked me. So yay, yay to that. So shout out to that, because yeah, I really want to do a deep dive on all of these 3 artists. Of course, Callie M, I already know his catalog because he's been on the show a couple times, but the other 2 I really want to do a deep dive in. So I'm so happy I'm no longer blocked, so I can go on and be able to. Actually, I should go. I'm going to go right now and follow him, actually. Shout out Dior. Thank you. Yay, he came right up. Yay, he unblocked me. So I'm going to follow him right now. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that song is going to play right after this one. Last time I saw he's playing right now. After that, this song by Justin Gummerman featuring Dior and Callie M is going to play next. That's the song that's playing right now. Fire. Do you understand what I'm saying? Fire. You gotta look this song up, you guys. This, we played it on here the other day with Trey, and we were just queening out of the song. This song is so good, so good. How do I move this? Because I need to move it to come somewhere. Maybe, because I don't want to hide the music. So where do I put it? Queasy. It's breezy. Take air out. And yeah, right now we are learning about naturally occurring proteins in order to better understand these systems. Eventually, we're going to get to a point where we are designing our own proteins. That's what folks from season 1 and season 2 did. Hoping we get there with season 3. We probably won't, honestly, because it's too much crammed up into one. But eventually, I'm hoping to teach that. And this is something I learned in grad school through this institution, Rosetta Commons. Shout out to them. This is an amazing institution that combines all of the labs that use this software and are just specialized in protein design. Now, obviously, there are AI-based tools and stuff like that, but they all hawk in and borrow from the history that has been created by this legacy, Rosetta Commons. And in fact, my advisor was instrumental in this becoming a thing. Yeah, so. Shout out to David Baker over at the Institute for Protein Design. And there's a conference actually where protein designers literally go in Seattle every single year. It's actually twice a year, I think, at Leavenworth. It's called literally Rosetta Conference. If you're ever into protein design, definitely try to register to go. I don't know if anyone can register to go because it's quite competitive. I remember at least when I was in the Baker lab, it was really competitive to get like a seat. Sometimes you have to do like half days because it was a lot of people. It was like 100 people in that lab. So it was like, half days, or if you're presenting, I think you could do full days. But I think if you're coming from a lab that is not like as huge as the Baker lab, it's fine. You could do all the conference days. I'm not sure. Don't take me up on that word. It is difficult. It is a lot of people though. There's a lot of people because it's labs all over the world, grad students and postdocs from David who have now gone on to start their own labs are there. Oh, okay. So Falling for You is playing now. So let's see if we can finish gold before Falling for You ends. Okay. And so what I like to do is I like to just put it in here. This is my little simplistic way of doing it. And I'm just going to put it up here. I did want to sort of like spread it out, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have time right now. And I'm doing it live. And so I just like to put the rim of this guy on here. And I'm sure there's another way to do this. I just like how circular and symmetric it comes out looking. I just really like it that way. It's just really aesthetically pleasing to me. Okay. And so I envision this as I should take a look at what I did before because I wanted it to look like that. Yeah, like this. So I started. Okay, so it's in the middle. So this one, I'm going to put it in the middle, and then I'm going to go around like this because then it's supposed to be close to the other gold because there are two golds. And then that represents a bond there called a disulfide bond. Because remember, gold corresponds to the amino acid cysteine. And so cysteines, when they are close in proximity to each other in a oxidizing environment, they form a bond that is quite as strong as, I would say it's similar in strength to a peptide bond that we just talked about today. but it's its own bond. It's not a peptide bond. It's one that's formed by these two cysteines when they form together. So I'm putting that first cysteine in the middle so that that second cysteine can come over here after the loop-de-loop, okay? And so the next one I have, and so I'm following this pattern right here. So we started with gold over here. So the next one I have is tyrosine, which is this teal right here. And it looks like I did gold in good time, so we can move forward. And see, this is why I have also the brushes so I could do my abstracts. I'm going to do my abstract. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I don't want to waste all this paint. Because, yeah, that little circle, that took quite a little bit of paint, and I don't want to waste the rest of it. So I want to put it somewhere. Ooh, maybe I'll put it on this one, actually. Maybe I'll put it on this one. Falling for you, falling for you, falling for you. Hey. Okay, I'll put it right here. That might be too heavy for that. Okay, that's definitely too heavy for that. Let's put this here then, and then put this one. Okay, there we go. And then let me grab my brushes. Yeah, my brushes. I'm just gonna put water in here, and then. Okay, now we're already on the second song. Oh no! Big Difference. Do you see it up here? Yes, that's Big Difference. Now Big Difference is playing. Oh, we're at 8 o'clock. I haven't posted the next reel. Shit. How many people are still awake? Playing. Because right now, if they stop playing, I don't know who is winning. I think it might be Mahalia, I think, winning right now. But I need to post the reel. Out of the league. Better than me. Better than me. 1 to 3. But really, look up to me. G. 3. Me. Dynamite. See, that's the other thing. This is helping me also memorize the lyrics, because I'm not gonna be in Gag City and not know the words to these songs. You understand? I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna be standing looking at Nikki like in by the stage and be watermelon, not knowing the lyrics. No. We're not doing that, baby. We're not doing that. I want to know every word so that when Nikki looks at me, if she decides to take a break, I can take over. Okay. Nikki, don't worry. I can take over for you. Don't worry. Give me a second. I can go ahead and come up on stage and take over. So we need to do that. And honestly, every song, pretty much, I could do that, except, and I'm not gonna say it because people are watching, and then that'd be the song that they're like, because they want you to, so I'm not even gonna say it. But all right, I'm gonna post these ones. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I actually haven't posted these ones. I did a whole photo shoot with this hair, y'all, because I need to commemorate this hair. This is the craziest thing I have ever done in my life, honestly. I have never bleached or texturized or done anything to my hair. So I just love that I was able to do this. I just, to commemorate this era, this iconic era. All right, so I'm going to do this one, and then end with, no, let's just leave it there. Difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you are you. Like my hands are blue. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them attitude. It's a big difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you are you. Dun, 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 dun. The difference. I'm not the one of the two, the three. Little me. I ain't nothing like you. You. Like that. Okay, so the next song has already started playing, and I haven't painted it yet. Pink Friday Girls is playing now. I need to paint it next. Okay, so let's post that. Lab coat repurposed for acrylic paintings and artwork. Now turned fashionable. Should I bedazzle it? Should I bedazzle? I really might bedazzle my lab coat and then wear it for Gag City. That would be some fashion right there. But I don't know how to bedazzle. I don't know how to bedazzle. I'm not a fashionista, y'all. I don't know how to do that. We'll see. We'll see if I do it. I don't know. No, I probably won't. I probably won't. I can't believe I talked myself out of it so quick. It's just that it could come out trash. That's my problem. And I don't want it to come out trash. But, I guess you start from somewhere. So maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. Should I bedazzle it? I don't know. We'll see. My father yells to enjoy. Girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls, they wanna have. That's what's playing right now in Station Head, Pink Friday Girls. Nicki Minaj when she sampled Cyndi Lauper. Shout outs to that. All right, that reel is posted. Now we got to paint Big Difference. Big Difference is what color we look back in our cheat sheet. Big Difference is teal. So we are behind, y'all. We gotta catch up. Teal or emerald green. That's what Big Difference is. It's those two colors. Oh, the reason why I have in some cases two colors is because I'm using this specific kit, and I want, if somebody wants to reproduce this, they can easily do that. And so this is the same. So the colors that I picked them from that kit. And so if you buy that kit from TikTok, you can easily reproduce this exactly the same way. And so it's a nice way to kind of keep things consistent. And if ever I want to reproduce it in a different way, then I can always do it as well. So the scheme is reproducible. So the colors are all available in that kit. That's why some of the names are weird. You have like maple yellow, you have mid green, you have neon pink as opposed to just pink. It's specific to this kit in particular. I mean, you could do this with your own colors, if you wanted to, but this is just a nice kind of way to do it. It's part of my thing. Okay, so I'm going to go around, I think, this way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way so that I can come around this way. So next one goes up here. Okay. Oof, I don't like the corners there. Really got you gotta do. This is just so that I don't waste the paint, so I'm just doodling in here because I don't want to waste the paint. I really don't. Even I want to empty. Grace and mercy. Not here. Not there. It's outrageous. The changes. Jesus. Name is Jesus. My mom actually likes this song, Blessings. That's what's playing in Station Head right now. Blessings. Nikki featuring Tasha Cobb Leonard. This is the first song I think I've actually sent my mom. Like, oh, listen to my Nicki Minaj song. I sent her the video. She's very Christian, so I don't think she would listen to any other song, honestly. Shout out to Nikki, but I don't think my mom would listen to any of the other songs. Sorry. This is the one song I think she could actually listen. This one and the other one with Tasha Cobbler. I think it's like I'm Getting Ready. This was from, I think it was like a feature dropped before or after Queen. I'm not sure. It's before or after Queen. But yeah, I think it's the only other song that my mom would probably listen to and pay attention. But yeah, okay. Okay, so I just wash it out. See, it's very washable. And I can also dry my paintbrush on here. And then, oh, I am so behind on the playlist. It's already going to the next song. Oh no! I just finished Big Difference. I have not gotten into Blessings. Now it's going to Beat Beat featuring 50 Cent, which, by the way, I saw live. And actually, we didn't even get to that. 50 Cent came out live at Madison Square Garden. We didn't even get to that, y'all. We didn't even touch on that. That was I saw 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Like, oh my God. That was a moment. Yeah. You see this? This is me freaking out because 50 the icon, like G Unit, like 50 came out. This was my third GAC city. This is the one in New York. This was Madison Square Garden. And when I tell you the crowd went insane, this doesn't even do it justice, honestly, because this is just one video that I posted. I think I posted it while I was in there because I was just so gagged. But I have like other videos. I need to post those. Do you see? Like he came out, I think, with Yayo, I think so. Shout out to Nikki for bringing out the legends, like bringing out legends on her tour. I got 50 in real life. Like he was right there. He was right there. He tossed. Is this the one where he tossed his jacket to the audience and it caused like a ruckus? Everybody was trying to get that jacket, and he played all the hits. He played In the Club. He played Get Shorty, It's Your Birthday. He played quite a bit. And of course he came out during Beep Beep Remix, the song, which I think his verse really just added a whole lot, you know. I like, you know, original Beep Beep, but even though I was like, why is this empty verse at the end here? And then we know 50 came on. Whole clique night. That line is still gag worthy. But do you see how packed that is? I'm excited. GAG City is coming back around. Oof, it's like Christmas all over again, y'all. My gosh. I don't understand. Let's share this. Yeah, this was GAG City MSG, yeah, Madison Square Garden. I was such a blast. And I'm so happy to have gone to Madison Square Garden, you know, like in my lifetime, you know, like that is it's a checklist in the box, you know. To be able to go, to be able to say you've gone, like that's amazing. I'm happy I went. I don't think I'll be back. I don't think so. First of all, parking insane. Okay, and then I was at this hotel that was in Times Square. I don't know why I did that. My friends who are from New York are like, "Who told you to do that, Joe? who told you to do that?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm not from New York. I don't know." Okay. But yeah, that was not the tea, child. There is way too many people in New York. It's entirely way too many people. And in Times Square, it was crazy. Okay, so no, thank you. I won't be doing that. Um, I know she's gonna show out. She's gonna show off again on this version because she can, and it might be do you think? I don't know if it's the last hurrah, but I don't know if she can do this again, child. I don't know how she's doing it now. I just don't know. She did like 36 shows here, and then went over to Europe, did way more shows there. I don't know how she's doing another. I don't know how she's doing it, child. I just, oof. Blessed be, child. Please put her in bubble wrap, okay? After this, protect her, put her in bubble wrap. Because I don't think we're gonna see her again doing this again, child. I don't know. I don't know. Which is why I want to see her as many times as possible. Just in case we never see her again. She goes off and raises her family and just goes on an infinite hiatus. I want to be able to have, to be like, okay, that's okay with me, as opposed to be like, oh, I wish I had seen her. I wish I had, blah, blah. No. I saw Nikki. Not only did I see her, I interacted with her on the station. I did all that while she was here. So I have no regrets while she's gone, okay? Only thing I need to do now is to be a barricade Barb. I've never been a barricade Barb. And in Madison Square Garden, I remember I met Destiny, who actually played season 1. She was one of the competitors in season 1. I met her at Madison Square Garden for the first time ever. And she went to the barricade. And baby, I was exhausted. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because what I didn't realize, I think because in Charlotte, I was sitting in like the 300 section. Okay, so I'm telling you, I couldn't tell if that was Shaka Khan or if that was Nicki Minaj down there. No, that's not true. That's not true, because you can actually see the screens more clearer from up there, and then you can really see the crowd effect. And that was awesome. I think we have do I have a thing off that? No, I don't think oh yeah, I have this picture off that. I know I have it on my phone. I just haven't, again, I hate editing, so I just haven't shown that. But yeah, you can see it here. You can see this right here. So you can kind of see, so in the quadrant that is the bottom right, I guess for you it's bottom left, or is it bottom right still for you? I don't know, child. But the one with the crowd, you can see like our view from up top. Okay, the screens was perfectly fine. We could see the screens perfectly fine. It's just that at the very bottom you couldn't see anybody. But from that vantage point, you don't really see the floor seat Barbz. What happened? Station Ed. No. Sorry. I'm here, Station Ed. Deshaun said I'm starting to go to sleep. Yes. 8 o'clock reel just posted. 8 o'clock reel just posted. I'm on until midnight. Needle is my jam, y'all. This song, oh my God. You killing me down over right now. Goodbye. Me, gonna pull off the Maybach. Lay back. My life. These songs are literally made for me. Used to be a shy guy. Now we should change that. Okay. I could take that. Come and lay back. Movie. Now don't save that. I don't play that. We're fighting. We're that to a boss. Immigrants to a boss. Y'all don't understand. That lady. That is really the artist of my lifetime. Like, she really is the artist of my lifetime. I don't think there'll be another one like her for me. That's it. That's really it. And for a while, I was like, oh, Beyonce, Rihanna, Nicki, but really, I don't have to choose. I don't have to choose. But if I did, Nicki is number one, honestly. Truly, in my heart, She's number one. But nice things I don't have to choose because they are fans of each other. R&B are all fans of each other. Nicki stands Beyonce, stands Rihanna, and Rihanna stands Nicki, stands Beyonce. Beyonce stands Rihanna, stands Nicki. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Rihanna. I hope she comes out with some new music. Look me back, me back. 2 days, you guys, and Gag City officially starts. Life's the haystack. You don't believe that? Look lay back. You can stay back. You can stay back. Back. Can't stay back. Can't stay back. This song. This is it. This is where it's at. This is where it's at. And when they performed it in Toronto. If I was there in Toronto, oof, I would have left. I hope she performs it here. I hope she performs it when she comes here to the shows I'm going to. Now, that is something that is annoying. You don't know what songs are going to be performed in what city. And so you can't really prepare adequately. You just basically got to know the whole album in order to prepare. And then you got to know other songs too. Girl, it's a lot. That is a lot. Ooh, yes. This song, Super Freaky Girl. I wish I was where they played all what, 6 of them? Yeah, I wish I was there. That was in Boston. I wish I was there. I was not there. I don't think they're gonna do that again. I don't think they'll do that again. I don't know, Chad. I don't know. We'll have Bia on tour. I don't know if everybody else is gonna be there. But on the bright side, we might have Fine 9 remix, which let's talk about it. That's tea. We haven't seen that performance, and so that would be good to see. Okay, so then after Purple, we have Crimson. No, Nick, you the winner, and I'm the princess of this shit. Man, but I'm gonna remain a Grinch. I'm gonna take your whole thing if I'm taking the 29 problems that are making me fit. And it's making me sick. You're taking the pig, Barbie, yeah. Dancing. That's sticky. Let's again. My twins. Fans. Only fans. Very freaky girl. To mamas. Found them my drama. Because I'm getting some dollars. Her money, some dollars. Wiki, you know, Wiki. Hey, Wiki. Wiki. And Mimi. Really? I play the Joe Wee Wee. I believe she said go play with Joe Wee Wee. Do it well. Bum bitch. LL. F&L. Farewell. Left stroke. Down my throat. Never go choke. I ain't never going broke. EAK. I ain't never gonna choke. And Molly, y'all, Molly's time is coming. I just know it. She's up next. She really is. Friday. Now, I thought I had missed the lyric that I thought was the hardest on Molly's Turns out that's not what she meant. I asked on Threads and she actually responded to me. Turns out she meant something else. Still hard, but it was a different thing that I interpreted. I thought she was going vicious. Ended up still being good, but just different. Media. I still don't know who has the best verse on that song. I mean, my bed was still there at the beginning, but now, I mean, yeah, it's been quite some time. I still don't know. I still go back and forth, to be honest with y'all. Who had the best verse? Because I keep finding new things. The other day, I realized that, like JT was talking about, all forms of payment are accepted here. That's what her entire verse means. Like different forms of payment, CC, cash, credit card. Like she talks cash, she talks all of them. Check, she talks all of them are all, like in the end, she's like all forms of payment. That's the thesis of her entire verse. And it took me a while to realize. I was like, oh, and I just got that. And then Akbar did a big one with the LL Cool J references. Yeah, that song is hard. That song is really hard. Mm-hmm. All right, we're in the next song now. This is Forward from Trini, featuring Skillibang and Skang. I am bringing my flag out when this song comes on. I might bring both the Zimbabwean flag and the gay flag and just be waving both of them. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna bring just my Zimbabwe flag. She said Malawi, not Zimbabwe. Like honestly, could have been Zimbabwe. Okay, she could have said Zimbabwe. She could have pronounced it that way, and we would have made it in there. So we are not in a Nicki song, which is crazy. It's insane. Zimbabwe was alphabetically it's the last country on there, and it's getting so popular these days. I don't know why. Y'all saw Tiffany Haddish was in Zimbabwe recently. Like, I don't know. Rick Ross was in Zimbabwe. I think Fabio was in Zimbabwe at some point. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's getting popular for all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. So I'm surprised she hasn't put it in a verse yet. To be honest, if she did, y'all would have to peel me off the floor. Y'all would have to. Y'all would have to put me in a straitjacket. The one time when you said Zimbabwe, when I had my little 3-second call with her, like that already sent me into the stratosphere. I cannot imagine what I would do if she said it and put it in a song. Oh my gosh. And she raw damn pretty and she raw damn pretty and she go papa boom 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 boom. Okay, so we came around this way. You see what I did? So now the next gold will go there and it's close in proximity. So back outside. Oh, this is Cali M. This is in Station Head. Cali M. Oh boy, how is that not liked more? At least have more likes on there. And it's a sample of Looney D. It's the same one that Nicki sampled in Red Ruby the Sleeves. If I can walk on this one though. This song is about to be, I think this is going to be Cali M's like Itty Bitty Piggy, I feel like. This song, gosh. It's one like his core fans will know and will like go crazy about. I think he's going to like remix it several decades from now, you know what I mean? Because he could literally go like, oh boy, like in like a Caribbean way. Or you could say, he spelled it oh boy, almost like in the gay way. He could also say oh boy, like the proper way. He could do it in different accents, in different languages. He really could just do whatever he wanted with this. This is going to be classic. Ciao. This is called doodling. I used to do this a lot in Zimbabwe on the computer. Actually, I used to use Paint to do this doodling where I'd put different colors in different places. And I'm just doing it now so I don't waste paint because I'm only using very little paint for the circle, so I don't want to waste the rest of it. So. Okay, I love that transition. Okay, straight into Red Ruby, Desley. Midnight, Los Angeles time, bad like Nikki. Love your hair, Zimbabwe. Hey, hey! Kalia, hey! Thank you. Oh, Justin is open here in Instagram. I didn't see that. Hey, Justin. I don't know if he's still there, but shout out to you. I was literally playing your song. Nobody's doing it bigger than the Barbz, period. Wise words of Queen. I went back and answered the questions I knowingly, inadvertently missed. Okay, I'll give you the points for sure. Don't worry. May Scientist was answering Sistine when we did Falling for You. Okay, you work out. Tia said, I'm coming here to say good night. It's late over here, chat. I hear you. I don't blame you. I'm on Los Angeles time, bad like Nikki. I understand if you gotta go to sleep, chat. I get it. This is I planned it this way just because I knew I was gonna do the activity stuff heavy during the day, the VR stuff, the boxing. I'm gonna chill out and mellow out in the night with my paints and nicely zone through. So I get it if y'all gotta go. I get it. It's okay. These are all recorded too, so you can always see them tomorrow. And I'm going to do the tally at the end of the day. And maybe you did enough to still clinch and win, okay? So we'll see. Cockroach. Pot roast. Potholes, Dorito bitches, man, that the nachos. Shut up, my vatos. Vatos. Hey. Photos. Why would you post those? Ghost horse. Lone like Postal. Carl Malone. Postal. Ooh. Desert Eagle is doing the Super Bowl. Got him like, Gunfinger. Bogo. Bozo. See, I don't like that. That's a word. The super cat. Yeah, wrong. Take off the chat. Dundee. The Kelly Bundy. Let's slow the sloths. Catch the boss. Cut the course. Cut the cord. See the differences. I run businesses. If I ain't employ you, then what's your business is? I have staff roll up and the businesses. I don't know where my gold went. Oh, it's right here. Okay. A little bit more, just so I can do a perfect ring right here. Nobody like, yeah. You ever diss me? Do if you ever miss me. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. If you want me to stay, you'll always be. If you want me to stay. Best. Well, see, I keep saying best song and it's a different song every time. So I'm gonna just shut the fuck up now. Oh, and this is where she sampled it from. This is Lumi D, right? So Lumi D, Nikki, and Calium. There is another person who sampled. I think it's like Kevin Little. I think so. Is it? It's not Tempted to Touch. It's not. It might be Brick and Lace. I think it's Brick and Lace. Let me look that up, actually. To think this is where it all came from. That's crazy. Brick and lace. Mm-hmm. Your love is wicked. Yeah, does it sample this? I don't know. And then I remember Never Never, but I don't remember how it sounds. Let me play both of them. If you want me to stay, you'll always be. If you want me to stay, want me to stay. If you want me to stay, oh 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 oh. This is so old. When did it come out? Like probably in the isn't the 80s? I don't know, John. So old. And just think it still slaps up to today. Good music. Just never dies, y'all. That's why I said, like, in my blog, I said, like, food is like fuel for your body. Exercise is like maintenance, and music is a release. It really is. Release that valve for that machine. I'm telling you. Stay if you want me to stay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-oh. 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 The gold looks way too much like yellow until you put them side by side, and then it looks nothing like the yellow. Okay, we're rounding up oxytocin. Next one is tan yellow. See, and it's a lot of them that look very similar. So you can tell that this was not planned. It's a lot of them that look quite similar to each other. They're really close to each other. Okay. Right? That's brick and lace. I don't know if that's I think that's it. And I think that's it. I think so. Make you say. You say. That's the sample. That's it. That's the Lumidi sample. Love is wicked. Love is wicked. Love is wicked. If you're curious what I'm listening to, it's stationhead.com/stimulator. You could go listen to it there. Station. I think the link is in my bio too. So, boom, 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 boom. Yep. Make you say. That one kind of looks the same as gold, but it's not. It's 10. I don't even know if on camera it will show nicely, but in real life it does. Love is wicked. 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 That has to be the same sample. I'm pretty sure it is the same sample. Love is wicked. And there's another one too that sample. It's a lot of people sampled that song though. I know that for sure. Not like Red Ruby though. Not like Red Ruby. Two more colors, and we are done on oxytocin. Okay, mid green. Mid green. Never gonna get it. Never, 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 never gonna get it. I actually got my music taste from my sister. She used to play songs all the time. I never was into music. Just because of her, actually, I was in music. When I started liking music, I was in boarding school, and yeah, I was like, oh wow, the songs she was playing are actually quite popular, and I started liking music. Up to today, I'm always asking her, what's popping? What's popping? She was on Afrobeats way before me. She liked people in Nigeria like Flav. I think she knew Davido before me. I'm pretty sure. But I think my favorite song of Davido was the one with Nicki. Never gonna get it. And I remember her playing this song. That's where I got it from. Shout out to that. Get it. Never gonna get it. Never, 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 never gonna get it. Never, never, never. Never, 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 never gonna get it. Never, never, never. Never gonna get it. I'm on my Bob Ross, okay? I just realized that. That's hilarious. Oh my god. I am definitely not as calm as him. I'm doing like energy strokes. Was that Akon's label? Convict? This is so calming. This song. I hate that it's so sad, but it's so calming. It's the most vulnerable too. I don't think she has a song more vulnerable than this, honestly. I cannot think of a song that would be more vulnerable than this. Pills and Potion was probably the one before this that was like the most vulnerable. This one is just, it's so vulnerable. And we've been asking for this for a while, and she delivered, child. She delivered. She said, oh, you want feelings? Let me take you right into your feelings. Me, Papa. My mama on my toes. In 3 days, me, Papa. Every immigrant's like worst nightmare, honestly. I must admit it, awaken. Hey, King, the making, call me, you call me. Y'all want to just end at midnight Eastern Standard Time? But I haven't gotten to stuff I wanted to get to. I don't know. I don't know about that. Because that'll be 9 o'clock, which would be like in 30 minutes. I haven't gotten to the stuff I wanted to get to. I don't know. I think I'm going to still go. Maybe I'll end the competition, but I'll still go. I'll still do the live. But then what's the point in that? See, I should just stick with my guns. Just stick with my guns. Stick with what I said. I said midnight, so it's going to be midnight. And if you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. That's just what it is. What's for you is for you, and what's for me is for me. Nikki's starting in 2 days, okay? Like, come on. It looks ugly right now, but I think once I have more colors on here, it's going to look better. This is the last oxytocin color, but I think I'm going to fill up with other colors. Maybe not today, on a different day, but I'm going to put in other colors. So this is vermilion red, representing glycine. It's the last one. And Billie Eilish did her thing on this. Oof, this is such a sad song, though. Hey. I'm not gonna say it, but Bobby dangerous, and range of us, angel numbers, wearing boots, fave news, who's who, screws loose. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you caught me. This is the one that is hard for me, y'all. But you know what? I'm in good company. It's hard for a lot of people, okay? This is like the hardest song to memorize. If Nikki got me right now, it depends on where she catch me. It depends. Because there's sometimes I'm able to do it, you know? Especially when I'm like lifted a little bit, you know what I mean? Like I'm just able to do it. But sometimes, child, I'll be stuttering. If you're wondering, Station Ed, it's the song right here, Bobby Dreams. Barbie Dangerous. Yeah. Not Dreams. Jesus Christ. I still meaning. Too. All you Spanish bitches too. Okay. Well, it's clear to see if they want to be me. Hit the road, XIT. IDC. FIT. Spit your game, pop your shit. I stay thick. Now what? Okay. So I don't like how the gold came out, so I'm gonna do it again. Am I gonna make it worse? I hope I don't make it worse. The gold didn't come out well. Didn't come out well at all. Why? Is it because I reused this? Maybe. Jacob. That's better. I didn't like how it came out. And I don't like that. Oh no, I put gold on that. See that? Like it came out okay. So it kind of looks like a comma, but this one is inverted. I don't know how I did the other one. That was not inverted before, but this it looks like comma because here these two, the golds, the cysteines, they are stapled together in a disulfide bond, and so they have to be close to each other like this. In this case, because we do know that oxytocin does have a disulfide bond for sure, and so we know that these cysteines are close together and there's a bond between them, and so this has to be like the shape of this. It's a small peptide, so likely doesn't have a shape. It's like like a peptide, but because of the staple, that's what gives it almost like this ultimate shape, like a comma. In VR, and that's kind of what I wanted to do next. I wanted to show you in VR this, and I might just show a picture of it. Actually, I might just post it as the picture coming up. In VR, this actually looks kind of like a comma, kind of like, yeah. And this is just the representation, right? Like in real life, it's it's a blob essentially, right? Like most molecules are blobs, So in real life, it's a blob. But the representation of how the amino acids are interacting with each other and how it winds up as the final shape kind of is this right here. This is pretty. I like it. I just don't like, so the green right there has a little bit in there. Should I put white and like white it out? I just know I'm going to mess it up. I'm not doing that. I'm going to mess it up if I do that. I'm going to sign it and keep it moving. So this one will add more as we go along. Probably not today. Probably on a different day. Ooh, olive. Okay, so I'm going to sign it with the black, and then we are done with this one. We are done. The one times. Oh. In the club. Temptash. Backstreets. Mary. Aspie. On Lifetime. I'm your lifeline. Like sign. Beep, beep, beep. Is that beep? Murder. Hey, murder. Hey. Okay, we're gonna leave it to dry on this wall over here. Oxytocin, done. I like that. That was fun. That was really fun. All right, so we're done with the colorings just as we approach 9 o'clock. All right. Shout out to Dira. Jadira, hey, I see you. I'm answering one more and then got to go to work tomorrow. I see you, amazing scientist. I see you. All right. We're getting to the end, so I have to find it. I have to find it. Yes, you do. Bad like Mickey. Yes, you are at 31, which means you are officially in the top 10, running for that $1,000 grand prize. Shout out to you, Tia. I think all of y'all actually. You, Tia. And I'm gonna do the final tally with your other points, not today's points alone, but your other points as well. And then I think Lavero, actually, who wasn't signed up, has made it into the top 10 now. So shout out to you as well. You are in the running. And a main scientist, for sure, you're at 31. Yeah, for sure, you passed 31, actually. See, and nobody has asked why 31. That's what's coming up. That's what's coming up. See if we can connect everything together. We'll get there. Okay, let's see if can I find my oxytocin? Let's see, oxytocin. Can't find it on here. What if I put the actual letters? Really? Oh, here we go. Even back. It's a black. It's a gap. It's a fact. Dak. Feel that. I feel that. Feel that. Feel that. Drill that. Bear that. Grab that. Lotto. Chapo. Sub 4. You get him up. Airing that in the max. And a max. It's airy with a max. Or airy with an ats. Like the guns, the max. Is that what it is? Yeah. This is her favorite song. This is Nikki's favorite song on PF2. And it's so fitting that it's gold. It is gold. It's a gold song. I was falling for you. Now, arguably best feature on the album is this song right here. This song right here, arguably, like, we could have an argument. We could have a conversation. I would say J. Cole has the best feature verse on the album, because because if you compare with other features, I think I think it's the best one, honestly. We don't even need to compare. We don't even need to do that. We don't need to do that. I think even the people on the album would agree, honestly. We don't need to compare. I think I need Flash for this. I need to heat it. I needed. Just a detox now. I want to spark. I had a line for you, beautiful. For you, beautiful. You're so irresistible. Try. Darkness. Not for real. A line for you. Your song. The G shit. C shit. Needs it to piece it. That song. Press song. Vexed on. Dress song. Touch your own name. Your own name. No way. This is one song that had to grow on me. I'm not gonna lie. This had to grow on me over some time. And then when it was my birthday, that's the thing. That's the thing. When it was my birthday, ooh, I couldn't stop. I couldn't. Ooh, this was my jam. This, you know what I mean? Like the whole weekend, that whole time, I was, woo. This was my jam. But it had connected at the concert. At the concert, that's where the song connected for me. But yeah, it took some time. It took some time. It's had to grow on me. That's the thing. Once it's your birthday, this song is just, yeah, this was so genius of her to have a birthday song. It was so genius. It's just gonna connect. Why would it not? Like, it's a birthday song. Everybody has a birthday. Too much to drink. Too much tequila. Bye. Me down. What could we bring me down? This was such a word. Such a word. This. So many quotables that I want, like on a chain, on a shirt, on my house. Do you understand? Like, oh, I'll be right now in Fill up the Maybach, lay back, leg jack. Like a needle, life's a haystack. I could stay back, I could stay back, I could take that. Call me lay back, way back. Movie, now don't play back. I don't play that, I don't play that. Damn. 19. I have to get that right. That and that. The boss. That. Talk. Okay. The 9 o'clock reel is up, posted. Pull up the Maybach, the Maybach. And I posted actually a VR screenshot of this molecule in VR. So there's a program called Nanom where you can actually pull up proteins, and you can pull up, small molecules as well. You can pull up, non-proteins in there as well. But I mostly use it for proteins. You can pull up in VR. You can manipulate the proteins in real time. I probably will go into VR on a different day. I'll go into VR on a different day and do that and show you guys where the proteins are literally as big as I am, and you're manipulating them, and you can literally see what I'm talking about in terms of sequence and how it influences structure, which obviously then informs function. And you can see all of that in VR. It's one of the reasons why I think this era that we're in is so iconic, because we have access to tools like VR that allow us to understand these biological molecules in a way that we otherwise would not have been able to, in the past. And then not only are we able to understand natural molecules, we are able to make our own brand new molecules. Because if you are able to read proteins, right? Because right now we're learning about the language of proteins, knowing these amino acids, the building blocks that make up these proteins. This is to understand the language that makes up our natural world. If we're able to read proteins, then at some point we're able to write our brand new own proteins, which, something I've been able to do in the past, not only at school, but also, working in industry setting, and even, more recently now. And so we will discuss all of this in terms of protein design as well as natural proteins in future episodes. I think we should... do I want to end here? Okay, let's do the tally. Let's see. If I end here because all of y'all are going to sleep, let me then... so Mahalia just asked why 31. Yeah, okay. I cannot wait to reveal that. Y'all gonna be gagged. If I end here, but I don't get to the computational stuff. All right, maybe we'll end. Creamy. Let me just say this, okay. So now we have done our own oxytocin, right here. Now, what is commonly known, actually, let's get back into sort of like a science lesson. I'm gonna ride like a cowgirl. The rodeo. Like an apple. Music. It's music. Ruby. Cowgirl. Okay, so I think we should end here because people are complaining. Are you taking any more questions before 12 Eastern? Yeah, I think maybe not. I'm back. Where is the real? This is the last one. And she's laughing. Amazing. Am I in the running? Yes, you are. Mahalia, you are definitely in the running. Y31. I'll definitely let you know. Let's go. Good night. Thank you. I had fun. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. I should show this one. Share this tab. Okay, I'm reading these questions right here. I'm gonna scroll up and see who all tuned in because, yeah, it's difficult to look at Instagram because it's its own thing, and so the comments are not coming in the regular thing. But yeah, Mahalia enjoyed herself and she's leaving now. Shout out to you. And then Bed Like Nikki was asking about more questions. I think we're done. I think we're done with the questions. Nobody's doing it up bigger than the Barbz. Hey, Justin. Shout out to Justin, y'all. Oh my gosh. Photos show you a certified cutie. Bet like Nikki. Okay, shooting your shot. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh wow. Oh, Kristen came in. Okay. Okay. We got some audience. See, that's an actual protein engineer, y'all. Biochemist from the Baker Lab. Shout out to you. Thanks for watching. Coming to say goodnight. Tia said goodnight, but I just saw you liked the the reel I posted, so he's still up. Lavelle made it into the top 10, you guys. He is in the running for $1,000. Shout out to you. Okay, bad like Nikki, Tapiola. Okay, all right. Well, all right, you guys. I think we'll stop here. I really wanted to get into tech and coding and the engineering part. We went through art. We didn't get to math or engineering. So, okay, we'll end here because I know people are tired. So we'll end here. I'm also tired. It's okay. It's 2 hours shy of what I originally thought I would end at. So, but we're able to accomplish quite a bit today. Shout out to y'all for being my audience throughout the day, enjoying as we stream. And so, yeah, no more questions today. I'm going to do the tally and I'll announce in the morning who won the prize, the GAC City Queens prize. Shout out to those who are playing. Y'all seem to play a really, really ruthless game today. Shout out to y'all. I guess I could just do the tally now and announce today. Because I mean, child, difference between me and you. Between me and you, I ain't nothing like you, or you. Opposite. Up and shit. Rolls up on me. 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Up on me. D up on me. D up on me. Keep up on me. Oh, because I have to do it on my phone, so I can't even do it on here live because I have to rank them by order of who commented first. So I can't even do it on here anyway. Avalanche. 100 bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. It's a big difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you, or you. Like a hungry spoon. Bad bitches, yeah, I keep them by the two. It's a big difference between me and you. I ain't nothing like you, or you. Know the difference? Okay, we'll end here. What did Mahalia say? This was fun. Can't wait. What? Let's see. What did she say? This was super fun. I'm out for the count. Can't wait for the replay. Okay. Thanks, Mahalia. Thanks for playing. I appreciate you. This also was so fun for me throughout the day. Y'all really kept it fun. Thank y'all. So this is the abstract thing. This is not part of the hip hop biochemistry thing, but this is where I put my basically my wasted paint. Now I have to fill out the rest of this. I really might do it now though. Okay, we're gonna end here. Well, it's almost 3 hours over here, so we're gonna end here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. It's still 22 people. I don't know where they are at. Is that? Oh, that's X. Okay. One person on Twitch. And then everybody else is over at X on Twitter. Shout out to X, okay? Shout out to y'all who are watching. I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. This was really fun. I really had a blast. I'm going to go now, and I'll probably finish the rest of the album in Station Head, and then I will log off. But I'm going to do the tally tonight because new comments tomorrow should not count for today's game. But I'm going to do the count. I'd said until midnight, so I'll do the count at midnight. I'll do that tally there. So if you have posted, you have until midnight to post. If you haven't posted on any of the other ones and you see this coming up, then go ahead and post so that you get your points in. I'll do the final tally, and then I will post that as its own reel, and that will be the announcement for the winner of Gag City Queens. Wow. I hope it's not a tie. What would I do if it's a tie? Do I have a contingency? Yes, I do. Yes, I always do. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Next show will not be tomorrow. Next show actually will probably be, I don't know yet. I'll post on Instagram. Check on Instagram. Make sure your like notifications are on so you see when I post when the next show is going to be. Show number 16. Okay? Shout out to y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. And as always, see you later.